Logo: Guide Dogs for the Blind. Title: Meet puppy raiser Nora Crivello.
Hi, my name is Nora Crivello, and this is Hazelnut, and we are part of the Salinas Puppy Club for Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Nora sits in an airport lobby with Hazelnut settled at her feet.
So I got into puppy raising back in 2020, and we were all feeling, the world was feeling disconnected at the time, and I was looking for a way to feel more connected with my community, a way to give back. I really wanted to do some sort of volunteerism, but I wanted to make sure that it felt very personal, and I was very passionate about it. My daughter is legally blind, she's visually impaired, so it just felt really aligned with our family story and something that had a need in the world. So we signed up and we started going to puppy club meetings. Now that the kids are a little bit older, they're both teenagers, they have community service requirements for their high schools, so it works out great. We all play a part in raising all of the dogs that we've had. The puppy clubs are really awesome. They're really a part of the whole Guide Dogs for the Blind experience that are like an added benefit that maybe we don't talk about enough. So the first day that we got our first puppy, we come home and our puppy club leader stopped by, some puppy club friends stopped by, and they were just all sending texts of encouragement saying, "You got this, and we're here to help." And it's just a really supportive community from day one. Raising these puppies is actually pretty easy. I mean, yes, we raise them. Sometimes you have to get up a little early in the morning or in the middle of the night, but for the most part, Guide Dogs for the Blind takes care of everything. The leash and the jackets and all of the gear that you need for the dogs, but more importantly and most specifically, the veterinary care is all covered by Guide Dogs for the Blind. So today we are at the San Luis Obispo Regional Airport, and they were kind enough to let us go through the TSA with all the puppies.
People with puppies pass through the TSA checkpoint.
And Alaska Airlines was great about letting us actually board a plane and get the dogs settled in for a while.
People and pups board a plane from a ramp. Once on board, the people are seated with the pups settled at their feet.
And that's been a great exposure and experience for the dogs. A lot of the guide dogs, working dogs, do travel. They take flights.
Back to Nora.
Other outings that Hazelnut here goes on, let's see, what do we do? She goes to the movies with us. She'll go to see musicals with us and just, settles in. Lots of restaurants, grocery stores, Costco, my office a lot. My office has a lot of really noisy equipment, so that's really good exposure for her. And frankly, all my staff love having her around. Also just kind of sitting and chilling under the desk and being a good office dog for a couple hours at a time. So Hazel pretty much goes with us wherever we go. So GDB has, in addition to creating amazing guide dogs, all these auxiliary programs that are just a huge benefit for the visually impaired community. One of them is called Camp GDB. That is for visually impaired kids that are about, I think, the ages of 14 to 17.
A group of people, including teens with white canes, wave to the camera.
And they go up to a camp in Oregon, spend a week up there, and they get exposure to and get to work with working guides.
A teen boy walks with a guide dog and guide dog mobility instructor.
My daughter got to do this last summer.
Photo of Nora's daughter, Avery, as she walks with a guide dog and a guide dog mobility instructor.
I think it's really intended for those kids who are about to make a decision about going off to college or being in high school, and is having a guide dog the right thing for you.
Photo of Avery with a guide dog. A group of teens, including Avery, walk with their white canes in a photo.
It's an amazing program for those kids, and they all keep in touch. So my daughter and all of her friends text, I think, daily.
Avery and two friends pose in an embrace for a photo. Back to Nora.
In addition to that, it's a free program. Guide Dogs for the Blind puts on not only the guide dogs for free, but all of these auxiliary camps and programs are free through this vast network of philanthropy that we have. Guide Dogs for the Blind is an amazing organization. Just from top to toe, it has an army of volunteers who are all just extraordinary people.
At the airport, a large group of puppy-raising volunteers and their pups wave to the camera.
It has an army of philanthropy, which is important because there's a lot of resources that go into raising these dogs. It's kind of like an iceberg. Like, you see the guide dog, but there's this enormous network that really has to be built up and has to be sustained to make it a possible thing. Guide Dogs for the Blind is always looking for more volunteers, especially on the puppy raising side. So if you just have an inkling of curiosity, I would encourage you to go to guidedogs.com and learn all you can and just say yes, it'll be worth it.
For more information about Guide Dogs for the Blind, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.